Infinity War. Infinity War. GoatVsFish has noticed that many ones are speaking now of the Infinity War. Some say they do enjoy it. Some say they do not wish to spoil it. And many, very many wish to see it. And some have already claimed to be part of this very Infinity War. But what is Infinity War? Is it goat or is it fish? Or is it goat versus fish? You may speak of Infinity War. You may speak of a forever versus. But there is only one forever versus. There is only one forever versus, and it is goat versus fish. The Infinity War is a false versus. A false versus! There is only goat versus fish. Why do the ones turn away from the forever versus of goat versus fish and turn towards this false Infinity War? What do you wish, ones? What do you ones wish from goat versus fish? Exploding goat and fish? Do you wish to see visage-generated goat and fish that are not even true goat or fish? Do you wish to see so many fence-sitters all fence-sitterly versusing one another instead of goat versus fish? False versus. False versus. Half should be alive and half should be dead. False versus. False versus. If it is balance you seek, then half should be goat and half should be fish. That is goat versus fish. That is the forever versus of goat and fish. That Thanos-y one, did you see what it did sacrifice so that it could spread its false Infinity War? Well, goat versus fish does not have to sacrifice it, no. Goat versus fish will simply realize the true verses of goat versus fish through sheer force of goat versus fish. That Thanos-y one does not seem very verses to goat versus fish, no. The verses of goat versus fish could out-versus that false versing Thanos easily. It would barely even be a versus for goat versus fish. Are you goat or fish, one Thanos? Are you goat or fish, or are you too afraid to confront goat versus fish? But there was one in that false Infinity War that did seem so close to saying, I am goat. Is it so difficult to say, I am goat, or I am fish? But to say, I am goat. Listen to me now, this one. If you are a goat, you say, I am goat. You say, I am goat. You say, I am goat if you are a goat. But is it any surprise that this one that does tantalize goat versus fish by almost saying, I am goat, is indeed a very fence, is indeed a very fence. It is a fence. It is a fence. It seems that the fence is made up of this very one that would not say, I am goat. It might as well say, I am a fence-sitter, I am a fence-sitter, I am a fence-sitter, I am the very fence. Turn away from the false verses of Infinity War. Turn towards goat versus fish. And once all the ones have chosen goat or fish, and not a fence-sitter remains, goat versus fish can simply be goat versus fish. GoatVsFish could simply be Goat versus Fish. And Goat versus Fish will stop at no verses until it is all Goat versus Fish. This is Goat versus Fish. Do not forget your verses. This is Goat versus Fish. And it was written,